try and find a smoother way out. Doubt this has been used for a while. The swing's going backwards and forwards. Nothing's coming out. Well, goodbye Cape Legrand and also Frenchman's Peak. It's been a good stay. Just heading back into Esperance to stock up, and then I'm heading up to Norseman. At Norseman there's it's an RV friendly town, so I'll be staying there tonight. So it's about 200 k's there after I get into Esperance, which is about 64 k's. Had a bit of rain this morning packing up. I should have done it last night, but had too much fun with my friends and went to bed early. Anyway, one last look at Frenchman's Peak, which I climbed yesterday, and by the time this is up you'll see the drone footage and some of the climb. Okay, all's good here. Bye. This is Norseman. There's the pub. We've got lots of shops and things around here. A lot of them are pretty closed. There's a good IGA. Got some Campbells here. Some old buildings. That's the post office by the looks of it. This is the rest area for self-contained motorhomes. Self-contained, you have to have your own toilet, shower facilities. You must also supply your own water and power. Dumping of grey water is strictly prohibited and illegal. There is strictly no camping. Rangers will monitor the area. And so it's a really big area. And they've actually got all these ribbons out to show you where you can actually camp. And this is my little camp over here. As you can see, it's pretty full. There's one of those new 300s. There's one of those old 200s. See a bit more action. So I've actually got a laundromat here. And there's also water, so you can actually fill up your water there for free. And I believe there's some showers here, so I'll just check these showers out. So the deal here for a shower, and where I am is just near the pool, the showers are over there, is you need a token, and the token costs $2 at the information centre, and we'll just find out how long you get for $2. It'll be quick. $2 for a shower, not bad. The $2 shower that you buy a token for at the information shop lasted, I reckon, at least 5 minutes. I raced the shampooing and the conditioning into the first minute just in case it ran out, but no. So I've got my second token that I'll be using tomorrow after I come back from my trip up to Coolgardie to check out my old survey marker I put in the ground back in '82. So yeah, it's all good. His mission is to leave Norseman and head up to Coolgardie, and then follow the notes that I used back in '82 when I set up a survey station to find that station again. Hopefully it's still there, and then I'll come back to Norseman before preparing for my trip across the Nullarbor. So if I was going across the Nullarbor, I'd go right, but I'm going to Coolgardie, so I'll go straight ahead. There's one of the big trains taking iron ore down to Esperance. Go forever. Check out the salt plain. Actually, Lake Cohen. Got the railway line running there. So we're coming into Coolgardie, mother of the goldfield. Nice old buildings here, look at those. Wow. Would have been a bank one day, I reckon. Oh no, it looks like they've had a fire. It's pretty sad. There's a post office. Lots of interesting things over there. Check out this building. It's pretty special. Billy Can. Another nice pub. Looks like they've got a dump point there. So we've got a 48-hour RV stop up here and a railway museum. It looks like there's a fair bit of old machinery here. Oh, there's a dump point there. That's pretty cool. There are lots of old machinery, old carts. Looks like the old railway station. That'd be the museum. And this is where you can stop for 48 hours. The town would be fairly walkable. So our aim today is to actually find Coolgardie Doppler Satellite Station 11024, which is just located out of Coolgardie. So we've got Coolgardie here. We've got to find the post office, and there's a couple of grids we're going to go through, and we'll see if we'll do it. So this is actually done by me back in 1982. Let's see if we can find it. Back in 1982, it definitely wasn't a sealed road out to Burra Rock, but I'll tell you what, it's nice. This definitely wasn't there when I came through in 82. I know they're doing some seismic work here, but obviously doing a little bit more now. This would be the original route, but back in the day it was just basically a two-wheel track. Obviously they've fixed this up. There's probably a mine down here or something that warrants having a better road so they can get their trucks in and out. But yep, thank you. I'd prefer to be on this road than the one back in 1982. I've done 32.9 kilometres from the post office, and I need to do 48.5 to get to the station. Here's the rock. Let's go in here. Yep, I remember these bumps. So what we're looking for here is the highest point. There it is. It's hard to believe it's 40 years ago since I was here. I might try and find a smoother way out. Over 40 years ago, Marty Evans and I were just camped here with our 22B11 army tent with our old Land Rover over there. Our mission was to track satellites here for 48 hours. In that time we had to put a brass plaque in, do some observations, have some recovery points. That's the witness post over there. And this is the survey point that we put in. Paint's gone a little bit. R463, Burra Rock that way. And then we've got our recovery points. We've got basically, in case someone takes out the middle one, we've got calculations. It's a 9mm bullet. There's one there. There's one over there. And then there's one over here. We also made a rock cairn. When I first got here, I thought our marker was underneath the cairn, but luckily it wasn't. It was over there. It's hard to believe. 40 years ago, and I've got a couple of before and after photos. Yeah, a lot of history here. It's actually used to make maps of this area, make the ground control, make the maps, and that's where mapping starts from. Seeing as we actually built this station, I thought I'd just add a little bit more nostalgia there. For anyone who actually finds it, you'll know that Marty Evans and I actually spent 48 hours here tracking satellites. It looks like the red dirt rebels have been here, but Got one more thing to do before we go. Let's put one rock up here for Marty and one rock here for me. Just left Norseman, filled up with water and emptied the canister. It's 6:35. I waited a little while so the sun's sort of up a bit higher, not in my face. Yeah, I'll see how far I get today. Thinking probably Madura. So far the road looks pretty cool, and let's get into it. Kaguna blowhole. We're going to check this out. Just stopped to have some lunch at the Kaguna blowhole. I actually ended up going about a kilometre that way, thinking it's going to be closer to the ocean, but when I actually came back here, it was just here, right next to the road there. So there's the blowhole. And it actually breathes as the pressure changes, and that it can actually breathe up to 72. There you go, a close look down there. Yeah, 72 kilometres an hour winds. I'm pretty fortunate today, apart from the flies. We've got all this weather coming across, so I've been lucky enough to have a tailwind most of the way, so my petrol consumption's looking pretty cool. And I'm just going to keep going, see how I go. Might end up at Madura. I drove from Norseman to Madura Pass today, about 540 k's, had a couple of breaks in the middle. This is where I'm staying tonight. I'm just a little bit further on from the lookout. So if you look out over here, just check this out. So you've got the township, well not the township, the service station, that down there. I actually went down, fueled up, and then came back up the top here. So that's where the servo is. $2.71 a litre. Nice and dear. So this used to be like the sea floor. And so I've just come down onto the sea floor, and you can see the road disappearing up around there. So we'll be driving on the sea floor. Just left Madura Pass after quite a good camp there. A little bit of rain last night, but just check this out. You've got the range following us on the left here. You've got some mist and clouds up there, and then out here, it just reminds me, not that I've been there, but pictures I've seen of Africa, and it's yeah, quite spectacular. Here's the fruit fly check coming into Western Australia. I'm actually leaving Western Australia, heading towards South Australia. Welcome to South Australia. Well, I'm in South Australia, and over there is where you pay something like $3.08 per litre for diesel. Lots of trucks here. There's a big kangaroo. Okay. Nullarbor Wilderness Protection Area. Spectacular coastline. I think the next stop will be to see some cliffs. It's a tad windy here, but it's well worth it. Check out the view. So there's the cliffs. Got the Nullarbor Roadhouse, which is the start of the treeless plain, so the western end of the treeless plain. We've got camels, wombats and kangaroos for the next 88 kilometres. Is one of the original buildings, and also at your motel, plus you've also got caravan park out the back here where people stay. It looks like they've got power and unpowered. I doubt this has been used for a while. Oh well, that's how it used to be back in the day. Yeah, and the sun's come out at last. So you got your whale over there, lots of road trains. So one of the main reasons for stopping here was I had some fruit that I needed to get rid of. I'm heading up to Madura soon, and I know there's a roadblock there, so done the right thing. Did a big cook up last night. Yeah, so let's get on the road. Happy days. The treeless plains are pretty unreal. Just feel like you're on a moon skate type of thing. And apart from the road, or the bushes near the road, you've got no real sensation of much movement at all because there's no trees sort of whizzing by. And all you can see in the distance is these aerials for communication. Just coming into Penong. Diesel 233.9. Now these guys are meant to have the biggest windmills somewhere. So we'll find them. After the last couple of days of travelling around, coming across the Nullarbor, I can see why these guys are so important out here in South Australia. Windmills for pumping water, and nowadays they do it for electricity. That one over there, the Comet, is apparently the biggest one, and there's some pretty interesting designs. So over here, it looks like we've even got a swing where kids can swing and pump water at the same time. Penong Wishing Well swing pump, another concept. So basically, as the swing's going backwards and forwards, nothing's coming out. It probably needs to be primed, but there you go. They've even got a portable one here too, which is pretty cool. Look at this one here. It's even got a seat on it. So, what does it say here? Windmills with wheels. Local farmers devise these windmills to achieve the means of shifting them from one underground tank to the next. Each windmill is different as they were produced for whatever was on hand at the time. So, bits of leftover gear, I reckon. Quarantine station, 5 kilometres ahead. So I had my cook up last night, so unless there's something I don't remember putting somewhere, I reckon I'm pretty good to go through. They normally ask you to go through everything anyway, so I won't be filming it, but I'll let you know on the other side how I went. Notification: fruit, vegetables, plants, grape, soil and livestock prohibited. And here comes a big thing on a truck, so I need to probably slow down a bit, let this thing go through. Madura 5 k's away. I'll definitely need fuel there. The fuel light just came on as I said that. How about that? Another big dozer by the looks of it. No, just another big thing. Quarantine station ahead. All vehicles must stop. What's all happening here? Well, that was good. They checked my fridge out, they checked my pantry out, made sure I didn't have any honey, potatoes or anything like that, which I ain't got. And got through it really well. So now I'm just looking for a cheap place to buy some diesel. Oh, Hungry Jack's. Wish I'd saw that earlier. I'm turning off the A1 down to Flinders Highway, Streaky Bay, Port Lincoln. Don't tell Joey, but I just had Hungry Jack's. That was yum. Smoky Bay 38, Streaky Bay 104. I've just turned off the B-class road that was heading down to Port Lincoln. I'm on this metal road, which is about 15 k's out to Point Brown. I did notice that there was no sign there, so luckily I actually was following it on my Google Maps. But the road isn't too bad. I haven't headed down. It looks like it's been graded recently. Let's check out Point Brown. So we're just going along a bit of a beach track. I've asked some other campers and they reckon that there's room to turn around if I don't want to camp here. We'll just follow this around. So this is like a bit of a point or a neck. Well, it's Brown's Point. So we go this way. There's another van over there. Check this out. Absolutely gorgeous. Those rocks. Nothing better than getting up early and having a walk, smelling the fresh air, and you've got a beautiful place to look at like this, and it is just magnificent. So there could be some caves over there.